This is going to be a very quick Q&A to supplement the vlog because, well, I was supposed to travel and do things, but this happened. Welcome to a lesson in patience. I'm actually really kidding because Shane is super late. 55 minutes late. We're going to wait the full hour. Because, I mean, might as well, right? I also have things to do, so we're going to have to take this on the move with us. We have found a stray kitty that has a collar. Hi, so I found your cat. Hello, sweet prince. Oh, you're attacking my feet, kiddo. All right, I'll play. Do you want it? Do you want the phone? Do you want it? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, your tail. So the first question comes from my grandma. She wants to know where I'm going. Well, Grandma, I'm going all around the world, and I'm starting off in New Zealand. Liam Pinero wants to know what my favorite YouTube video of all time is, and that is Consent and Tea. Sean Wright would like me to do an impression of my favorite YouTuber. I'm not good at impressions, but I'll give it a try, and he wants you guys to guess who it is. Her response to giving out her Wi-Fi passwords go a little like this. Here's how I feel about giving out my Wi-Fi password. It goes, first date, first kiss, some under the shirt action, explaining why there's nothing under the shirt, Wi-Fi password, then marriage. So if you know who that is, big props to you. The impression, like I said, I'm not good at it, but I tried. I think the only impersonation I can do, because I hear it so much here in California, is the Valley Girl. Like, I went to Starbucks and I got a 2-pump caramel macchiato. Okay, so our next question comes from Mo. She wants to know what my countdown is until New Zealand. We're officially at 2.5 weeks. Laura would like to know why I'm filming my Q&A from inside a Target. Well, let me tell you, I don't have to pay for background here. Cora would like to know what was the last scariest moment I've had while traveling, and we were inside of a car driving on the highway through Texas. This big rig fell asleep on the road and it went over the 2 lanes, and the back of the rig, because there's the space between the wheels and then the end of the actual cargo carrier, swung over the hood of my car and almost took out my brother and myself. Look at how creepy this is. It's a mounted stuffed animal head. Like, no thank you. Do I steal things? What, you mean like signs of places and things where I go? Like this? I'm totally kidding, but it does look like someone cut down that sign. I didn't do it, I swear. Hands are clean, hands are clean. Jerry wants to know who my YouTube celebrity crush is, and I didn't have one, so I thought through it. If we take away the celebrity part, then I guess I'd have to say I'd go with Thatcher Joe. Because if we break away the celebrity, then I'm left with someone who, 1, plays video games, 2, likes to travel, and 3, might be willing to, I don't know, have fun and do amazing things with me. The next 2 questions come from 2 really amazing YouTubers, and since they kind of go hand in hand, we'll answer them together. So thank you, The Life Vlog and Cup of TJ. They both want to know, 1, where did I get my creative energy from, and 2, what do I do when I hit a creative block? Okay, I think it's really, really simple for me that I just need to leave the house. I'm out there, I'm climbing trees, I'm jumping off of waterfalls, I'm chasing down animals, and finding people to talk with and get to know their stories. If I'm in there, I can't be exposed to anything else. I'm just gonna sit in front of my piano, pressing the F key over and over again, and have no motivation. So just gotta get outside, gotta have some fun. Kabar 2.0 wants to know, what is my life's funniest moment? Well, there was a time about last year for 6 months where I was just farting non-stop. I just could not get a handle on being a gas bag, and turns out I had a slight lactose allergy, which I found out later, but I was in Monterey. I thought I was gonna let out this silent fart, but ended up to be the loudest, clappiest fart of my lifetime in front of this lady, and she just looked at me like she was struck with horror, and I just, like, I don't know, just did the worst thing ever in front of her, and I laughed. I laughed so hard because of her expression. I wasn't embarrassed. Farts happen. Ouch, for that last question, I was standing in a nest of ants, apparently. So the next question is, how do I manage traveling, editing, and filming videos? It is It's not always easy. Sometimes it's a juggling act because I'm filming for this and for the show that'll be coming out in October, Adventure Local. And I do find I get very stressed out at times when things aren't going necessarily the way they should be going. Honestly, all you have to do is remember to press play, that you can only do so many retakes, and if you get stressed out to the point where you're going, fuck the world, then maybe you need to take a little pause. Next is, what is my biggest de-stressing technique? And honestly, I don't really have one. I just have random sporadic bursts of when I do get frustrated and just need to let it go. I get so mad that I just go and I tend to feel better after I go a little crazy. So Casey Rikas and Ryan Wilkes also want to know how many countries and states and everything I've ever been to. But there's a project that I want to work on when I come back that explains all of that. I just need to figure it out. I want to get this huge piece of canvas, draw out the world, and then in metal map out where I've been so you can see this amazing visual and how as we go more places together it grows and more metal gets melted onto the map, and I think that'll be really neat. That's how I want to tell you guys that. Ryan also wants to know, what is the craziest thing that's happened to me while traveling? I was in Louisiana and we decided to take the horses out for lunch, my cousin and I. And the horse I was on happened to be an X-Race horse. All away from the restaurant, when this horse decides, we're not going out today, I'm going back home. And there was nothing I could do. And it gets on the highway and it is jumping over cars, then it jumps off the highway, it's jumping over mailboxes, ditches, fences, and there's these electrical lines coming up that attaches the pole down into the ground. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. So I bailed off the horse, landed on the ground, my shoes exploded, my face hit the ground, and I had to crawl up to the highway flagging people down. And like 3 cars passed me before someone finally pulled over and helped this bleeding little girl on the ground. Okay, so that Dutch girl, Demi, would like to know, if money and time were not an issue, what would I strike off my traveling bucket list? And man, you know, if money and time are an issue, I would own Greece. And if I wouldn't get in trouble, I would treat Greece like a video game playground and just, I don't know, go meet Zeus, just go have some fun, like track down amazing stories and adventures, you know? Thank you everybody for your questions. If there's questions you want answers to for the next Q&A, next time everything goes wrong and the stars align and I have to do one of these, leave your questions down below and I'll save them up for next time. Well anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week with another adventure. Goodbye.